Okay,
I found a good one.
what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of this podcast with my homie Munib.
Hey, how y'all
This
doing?
time, we are actually using Zoom, like we're recording, just because like we were the previous episode we did like a podcast, but like it was on
It was a
Google Meet, and I don't think there was like a built-in recorder, so I was using my screen recorder. So I guess like most of the audio that word capture was from me because like the mic is over here and like the speakers down here. So I'm guessing like recorded both, but like my voice was like much louder because like it was using my mic, but whatever. Okay. So
I think it's gonna work. It's gonna work today.
it's going to work. I hope. But okay, dude, it's college time, college season.
The
Last
week
week we
five?
had like
The week four, week
what's it
five.
called? Super Bowl. Did you see the
Yeah.
halftime show?
Sort of. I watched half of it. I got busy with something else. I watched Super Bowl for the game, not for the halftime show. That's all I'm gonna say. I feel like
Dude,
you're the exact opposite.
I'm the exact opposite. Like
Yeah,
it's just the ads and the halftime show.
yeah.
But like I don't know, I was just like working that day, so like we had a TV at work and like so we don't allow any customers to dine in, but we had a TV just on, just to watch the Super Bowl while preparing like pizzas and whatnot. And like like I don't know if it's me, but like I didn't know there was a Super Bowl until the day of Super Bowl. I don't know. Maybe it's because we were in the pandemic for so long. Like a bunch of things got canceled, so I didn't expect like games and sports to be brought back.
Oh yeah. Everything's back to normal with sports. I'm
Yeah,
guessing you don't keep up. You don't keep up at all.
dude. But like, what's weird? It's like during like just any sports game right now, like from my view, like basketball or like football, right?
Mhm.
No one's wearing a mask while playing the
Good.
games, which I understand. Yeah, because
All
you have
tested.
to like you're like playing sports, you're being active, so you have to properly breathe. But like at the same time, when you're playing sports, you have to like you're like literally touching people and whatnot. You're like very close.
They're all tested beforehand. They're all tested before the games, and then if you're like, if anybody is positive or a false negative, then they'll stop the game or and reschedule it
Yeah,
or they'll stop it. But everybody there, they're all tested. Like I know for sure it's per game, and I'm assuming also per practice or at least temperature per practice. But per game, they are tested beforehand, and then before they can even go inside the stadium or go on the field or on the court, they have to get all the results and all the tests back in.
yeah. Well, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, but yeah, I was like, yo, what's going on with these guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope they're like fine, and whatnot. But yeah, Super Bowl happened last week, and like it was crazy, bro. Like,
It was
but
a crazy
yeah,
game.
but like now, well, we're in like what our second year, second semester of college, and like once you start taking more, like as you're going through the years and and semesters, class gets harder. So it's like it's like you guys study more. You gotta make sure like
Mhm.
you have to make sure you're studying because a lot of times like these classes are like not like easy to just like pass. Like you literally have to like study. And then well, one thing is like we're all online, right? So like now we got these advanced technologies and whatnot to the point that like we can easily like for testing we're like proctored and whatnot. So I'm like,
Yeah, respondents lockdown browser got us all locked down.
bro, I don't know. Like for me, I understand why they need the lockdown browser, but like for me, it's like I don't know, like like I just don't like having tests, just tests in general. I'm not a test taker. I know a lot of people are not test takers, but then you also have like proctoring systems which are so weird. Like like I know for example like Proctor you I was I think I was taking a exam, right? The Alex exam where you can pass certain math classes, right? And I was using, let me mute my phone. I was using a Proctor and you, right? And like you have like a live Proctor. And so the whole time, even though you do like, even though at the beginning you have to do 360 of the bedroom, you
Yeah,
can't be looking off like this or like this, wandering off. You literally have to stare at the screen. And I was like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's one thing where, if you're taking a normal test in a classroom, you can easily wander off, right? Just have thoughts and relax your mind. But, like, I don't know. Like, I just don't like using, like, proctoring exams. And then you got some where they log down your browser. They don't have, like, a live proctor, but it's like, I'm saying, like, sometimes you want to, like, you know, pull up
it's
a cheat because,
lockdown
like,
browser, man.
but
What do
here's
you
the
expect them to do?
but
What do you
here's the
expect them to
thing.
do, my guy?
Like for some tests, it's like really hard to like take just because of like they expect you to know every detail of the thing. But it's like,
That's
you know,
college, my guy.
it's like, you gotta take some BS class to just get a degree, right? And
Electives. That's what they're called. Electives.
yeah, like this BS classes. I'm gonna call BS classes because like there was no point of spending money to take electives in college because like I mean like all of us went through high school taking electives. That's one thing, you were taking electives during your school year during like when you were a kid and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
You
like,
you can't compare college courses to high school courses.
yeah, I
You
guess,
can't compare.
but it's like I don't know. Like for me, it's like once you get to high school, right? I mean, once you get to college, like you should be more focused about how to get into how to train or like you should learn more about the thing you're trying to get into. Like if you're a computer engineer, you should be taking a bunch of classes about how to get into a career of computer engineering or doctor, and having a bunch of classes and paying for that, right? Because like once we're out of college, it's like, I mean, once we're out of high school, it's more like, okay, we need a job. We have to at least start making money. But on top of that, we have to get some sort of degree, and we have to be qualified in a sense. So we have to, do all this. But then we also have like these elective classes that get in the way. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But but here's the thing. So electives are actually important. Like an engineer will need to take a tech writing class. I know that because I'm a computer science major who's taking tech writing. And
yeah,
computer science for a lot of universities is in their engineering school. And the reason is for that class is because engineers, computer scientists, they don't know how to speak English. Like they know
yeah,
how to speak, but like a tech writing course teaches an engineer how to write like manuals, how to write like legit. I had a tech writing class. We had to write about how a manual is bad and how it can be better. And this is for
yeah.
a fan. So I'm like roasting the engineer about how this manual is bad. And that's why a lot of us, when have you ever read a good manual?
Never.
Because those engineers don't know how to speak English because they probably didn't care about their English elective classes. They
Yeah.
didn't care about their comp one and comp two.
Like, okay, so if I mean, I understand like you need like English courses where you have to write essays because like that's one thing, and maybe have like a science class because like it's important to know like science, in life.
It's they do that for like so like they're trying to transfer to a school where their computer science is in their science degree and it's in their science natural sciences college. And they want you to take science courses. It's because when you do it like specification, so you can do a computer science
Yeah,
degree, but you specify it in chemistry. So when
yeah,
you get a job for some chemist or some laboratory and you're doing some like maybe you're programming a website for them or maybe you're just doing like HTML something like that.
yeah,
So at least you know a little bit what you're doing. At least you know H2O is a subscript. The two is a subscript, not a superscript, or it's not H and then actual two then O. It's
yeah.
H subscript two then O.
My
Like
only thing is
there's reasons for a bunch of stuff.
like, okay, so like I'm not saying like, okay, or having like a history class, science class and English class, like we do need them. But I'm talking about classes like R or like I know there's like I don't know if it's like for every college or every state or every country, but I know like over here, if you're going to ACC, right, and you're taking like classes, like you have classes like sociology and philosophy,
The human
which is
sciences, or what do they call them?
like, and I understand like, hey, it's good to know, but like, at the same time, like I would rather take more English class, more chemistry class, more like math class, and more like career type classes to improve myself once I get out of college. Because like I think so I remember we were for I took philosophy first year, second semester, and like one of our projects was like, hey, I want you to analyze a Chris Nolan movie, Memento. Write an essay on it, and you will learn so much things about it. And like honestly, I had to Google search everything just because like I didn't understand the movie, and like it was more of an analyzation of like the philosophy behind Memento. And I'm like, when will I ever have to do like an analyzation for a movie and get use that philosophy anywhere? And I would only understand if you have to do that if we're getting into that field, right? Or like, are like, why would I need to memorize dates or the specific art piece unless if I'm getting to the art like pathway, the art career, right? Like, okay, if I was becoming a photographer, right, and I'm trying to get my degree, I'm not gonna like freaking like learn about the guy who invented glasses and his purpose, and then the whole
Hey, he's
philosophy behind
important.
it, the whole
He's
philosophy
important.
behind these glasses. I'm
He
gonna
is
be like, hey, this
important.
is a cool tool, let me just learn a little bit of history and I'm done. Not go into philosophy of the arguments behind glasses or like movies or something like, that's just like,
Hey, so Leno Darmate is important. Okay, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't see. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be legal for me to drive. He's important.
hey,
Hey,
so how what do you what so how was your today and yesterday been like literally over here in Texas, like it's
oh,
been crazy, like.
my electricity was off yesterday from like 11:30 ish. I was in a lecture when it turned off to like
Oh,
8 p.m.
dude, that's just crazy.
The
Yeah, no.
thing the thing that bothers me is that we have family friends, so like it's in the same neighborhood name, but
Yeah,
it's just like they're in like a different neighborhood, and they had electricity the whole time. I'm pretty sure where y'all worked yesterday, y'all had electricity the whole time, right?
we did, like I had a class yesterday and like I still had electricity. I was using Wi-Fi the whole time, like.
Yeah, we're like 10 minutes apart.
Yeah, but dude, it's been crazy because it's been like, what, so like over here, I don't know if like every other state has it, but like over here Texas has a weird weather where like December will be nice, like a springish time weather, but then by January and February it will go into winter mode.
That's a desert for you. Like Texas isn't really a desert, but that's just how the desert weather works. It's abnormal. You can't predict
Yeah.
it. Like there
Like,
was like a 24 car pileup yesterday.
oh my god, in Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas, I feel bad for the guys. I don't know if you guys know, but like if you guys like are listening to this or watching this, as of yesterday, so we're doing this on Friday. Yesterday on Tuesday on the 11th of February, in Texas. I don't know if it was everywhere, but I know in Dallas, Fort Worth, here in Round Rock slash Austin, there were like it's a terrible weather. Everything became icy. Trees had like branches with filled like that
Oh
were
yeah,
nice. Those
my
broken.
trees still have icicles. My
Yeah,
trees
and
they still
like
have icicles.
And like yesterday in Fort Worth, Texas, there was an accident, and it was like I think what 6 in the morning or something. That from what I've heard, like literally, you can find clips online on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, every
On the
platform.
news.
Like literally, like like vehicles ramming into each other, and there were like I think I think total there were like 38 vehicles, like four or five of them, four of them were like I think semi trucks,
And
like
like 18
literally
wheelers, yeah.
that it was like watching an action-packed movie where like the villain's using a semi truck to chase and like ramming to like vehicles. It looked like that, but except real people died
It's
that
crazy.
day.
That was crazy, you know. Rest in peace for them, man.
Yeah,
All condolences for their families and everybody who
yeah.
got injured and all that.
Like I honestly feel bad for those guys because I'm pretty sure they're like, they're like, oh, I'm gonna go to work and then later today, once I come home, I'm gonna kiss my kids, hug my wife, eat dinner, sleep, relax. No, that happened, and so I feel bad for all those guys who, all the people who like passed away.
Yeah, rest in peace to them, man. All
Mhm.
condolences for their family, even though they probably won't watch this, but still, you know,
Yeah,
positive vibes.
and dude, apparently, I think on Monday it might snow. And it's
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard 5 inches is going to be in Round Rock.
I think I don't know if I don't know if Texas has ever been like this, but I think this is the first time where I saw that it's going to snow again, like the second time. Like because whenever it snows in Texas, it only snows once a year or something like that.
No, no, no. Once a year, it's like once every 10 years.
Well, once every 10 years, and this is the first time where it's going to snow like twice a year,
It's,
like
it's
two
actually
times
gonna be the
within a
coldest
year.
it's ever been. It's actually the coldest it's ever been in Texas.
Yeah,
Like
it's
this is
crazy.
historic. This is historic weather.
It's just crazy. I was like, yo, what's going on?
I'm just chilling at home. I'm just
Dude, do you
all
park your
blankets all
car
around
outside?
me.
Because I have my car like parked outside. It's like all icy and everything. You can see the icicles and everything.
Oh yeah, my what's it called? My dad he went to like HEB today, and I went to go pick up stuff from his car, and like the doors were like what do you call it? They were like jammed shut just because of the ice. Like you had to put some force in it
Yeah.
just to open the door, and like pieces of ice fell off. I had legit thought I broke the glass.
Yeah.
Like I thought something happened to the window, but it's just like a big chunk of ice.
Yeah. Today I didn't want to drive at all because I was like I was in an accident like months ago, like in 2020 during the summer. And it's not too long ago. So it's like half of like what 5 months ago or something. I was in a car crash and I'm like, yo, this is even worse. Like the conditions terrible, so I'm not gonna drive a car in this condition.
Walk to work. What like a 30-minute walk?
No, it's like what like to drive is like a 5 minute walk. I mean 5 minute drive. But like it was cold, right? And like I can like kind of like work out in a way, but then I'll be sweaty by the time I get to work because I'm wearing like the clothes work, the promise shirt and whatnot. Hey guys, just wanted to let you guys know I'm just advertising my next video, and it's on this flying ball, which I did an unboxing video on. So please check it out and make sure to subscribe, share, and like the video and this podcast. And on top of that, please follow me on TikTok because I make contents over there. So please check it out. Peace out. What's it called? Have you guys heard of the new Zack Snyder Joker review?
No, I don't pay attention to him. I don't got time for him. But who is it?
Apparently, when we actually pull up an image, he just revealed how the Joker will look like in the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League movie. Let me pull it up.
He's gonna be okay. Okay, yeah, he's gonna have a beard and glasses. No, take that back. He's gonna have a gun.
Okay, so
Ew.
here, this is how he will look like in this Snyder cut,
Whoa, buddy.
and this is how he looked like in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Is it still gonna be? It's still gonna be Jared Leto?
yeah,
Okay, 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 okay.
yeah,
I like it. You know
yeah.
what's
I
it's supposed to
mean,
be like what 3 years, 4 years in jail?
I guess, but like we'll have to see. Like, I'm kind of hyped up about it. Like,
It just looks like okay, okay, okay. Yeah.
yeah,
It actually looks really cool.
yeah, it does. Now how do I go back to
I
the
wonder. Maybe just press on the same button again, or I don't even know. But I
maybe
wonder if he's gonna keep the green hair because like when you dye your hair and you
yeah,
grow it out, it goes away and the hair fades away. I
yeah,
wonder if it's still gonna stay green or not.
yeah. Okay, wait. How do I go back to the meeting?
I don't know.
Uh,
Press on the thing again. Press on the share screen again.
okay. Share screen, resume sharing, and then here. Okay, I got to work. But yo, I don't know. It looks crazy. Like yo, I'm saying like,
It looks sad.
but I do want to see his version of the movie because it's going to be apparently completely different from the theatrical one. Because like there'll be scenes of Superman being resurrected, which we kind of saw in the normal theatrical cut, but it'll be completely different. Um,
So
we'll have new
is it
characters.
just like two, or is it like a remake?
It's I don't know. It's a different story. Like it's a different story because we also have characters who never appeared. Like uh, from what I've heard, Green Lantern was supposed to be in that movie. I know for a fact that Martian Manhunter was in that movie. I don't know. Have you seen Man of Steel and Batman v Superman?
I remember Batman v Superman, Man of Steel. I think I remember watching those like a long time ago.
But the guy who plays the general in Man of Steel and in Batman vs Superman,
Hmm.
he is apparently, and Zack Snyder had revealed it. Um, he is apparently going to be Martian Manhunter. He's been Martian Manhunter, but in disguise.
Nice.
And I was like, dude, this will be the first time I think we will get to see Martian Manhunter in a live action movie because I don't think we've seen him in a live
Yeah,
action.
he's probably one of the to me he's like my top two. Like it was like Batman, the Martian Manhunter. But yeah, I don't remember ever any DC movie with him in it. They've only focused on like what Green Lantern and Batman and then Superman and
Here's the
Catwoman.
here's the thing: if Zack Snyder's cut of the movie is successful, apparently from what I've read online and what I've heard, uh, Warner Bros. Might release the air cut of his movie Suicide Squad. So if you don't know, apparently Suicide Squad was released around the same time as Batman vs Superman, but Batman vs Superman came out in March. Suicide Squad came out in August, so there was that time in between to do pre-production and whatnot. They reshot the movie because of the failure of Batman vs Superman, but the theatrical cut because the extended cut was added more scenes, which I'm not. I'm kind of mad at Warner Bros. But at the same time, they reshot the movie because apparently it was since Batman vs Superman was too dark, and that's why it failed and didn't bring in as much money. So they reshot the movie just to make
It
it
was
lighthearted.
it was terrible. It wasn't dark. It was a terrible movie.
Yeah, no, but originally the movie was dark, but they reshot the whole movie to make it light. That's why that movie ended up being a failure, right, when it was released. And here's the issue. My issue is whenever you do like here's the thing. It's always proven whenever you do reshoots, there's always going to be problems with, like, if you do reshoots for the whole entire movie, of course the movie itself will be a failure because like you're reshooting every single bit of scenes and restructuring the whole entire story within last minute before the release date. That's why if you look at what Justice League, it failed because the whole movie was reshot last minute like I think like 2 3 months before it was released. So I was like, yo, like it'll be cool. We get to see, and apparently the director's version of the movie was supposed to be super connected to Justice League. And what I mean by Justice League, I mean the one that Zack Snyder had originally had filmed. But of course, they reshot Justice League, they reshot Suicide Squad. They they decided to cut down and make the move Batman versus Superman movie 2 hours instead of the original 3 hours. And then the movies that they had planned, they scrapped that and randomly planned Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman. And of course, those movies were a colossal failure. I think the only two movies that were successful, I mean, no, three were Man of Steel, Wonder Woman, and
Wait, which Wonder
there's
Woman? The
the first one.
mhm. Wait, what was the third movie?
No, there was a second Wonder Woman movie.
No, 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 no. The ones that you listed: Wonder Woman, Man of Steel, and what was the third one?
Wonder Woman, Man of Steel, and Shazam.
Okay. Shazam was good. I
Shazam
didn't watch
was
it.
Shazam apparently got good reviews. I saw it for myself and I enjoyed it because it felt because that movie was actually part of the planned universe thing that Zack Snyder had originally developed, and like it was good. Like I'm saying it as a guy who loves DC and a guy who loves films. If I remove my bias from DC, this superhero movie is considered a good movie to watch with families and friends. I would recommend it.
Huh. I don't know. There's just too much going on with them. I really do feel like if Warner Bros. Didn't wanted a dark movie or dark movies, it should not be about an orphan who was scared of bats and became Batman and an
But
alien who became an orphan and his whole planet exploded. Like DC has dark backstories and every person has a dark backstory except
yeah,
for
I don't care if
nobody else.
movies are dark or light, as long as they write a good script. That's, I think, what's important.
That's the most important thing because we like if you're watching a Batman movie, you know everybody knows Batman's backstory. Everybody knows Superman's backstory. Like
Yeah.
it's not. I think one thing that's good is that I'm gonna have to compare them to Marvel and Disney. Is that there's not a lot of like bad backstories. Like Spider-Man, his uncle died. Obviously that was sad, but it's not like. But you never really felt really sad about it compared to like Batman because they actually talk. They kind of like they kind of sneak in. Oh, Batman dealt with this. That's a big problem that he dealt with his whole life. Rather than Spider-Man, his uncle dies. Oh, the next scene he's hanging out with a billionaire and Batman, Spider-Man. He's so cool when he's saving the world. Like no, all the Batman movies, like you kind of see like a character development of how Batman, reacts and how his whole life shifts. You know
One
what I'm
thing I
saying?
like about, and I'm not saying every DC movies are like that, but with the Dark Knight films, even though it's dark, the story itself was good, and it showed the progression of not just Batman himself and not just Bruce Wayne, but every other character around him, the supporting characters. Marvel does an okay job with like the actual main characters, but they lack with the supporting characters. For example, and it's just weird. Like they do a good like job for like the fans. But as a normal viewer, like it's I don't think they do like a good job. Like for example, if if you've seen Endgame, towards the end of the movie, when they have the funeral, there's this random like teenager who's standing in the um funeral. And remember, it was not like the the directors got random characters. They got all the Marvel characters, including the well-known supporting characters. But there's one in particular that I don't think people would know unless you had rewatched every movie and remembered every single detail, and only fans knew who this person was. If you saw Iron Man 3, the kid that was with Tony Stark, he's that kid in the end of the scene who,
What could was Tony Stark? Tony Stark has been around a lot of kids.
yeah. Well, there's this one kid who was with Tony Stark in Iron Man 3 who was apparently helping him out when Tony Stark was in a small city. He broke, I don't know if you've seen Iron Man 3, but the
I
scene where
did,
he
yeah.
breaks into a house and he's just
Mhm.
a little kid, that's the same kid who was in the end of Endgames, who was just standing there by himself, whatnot. And I was like, dude,
Oh, was it the kid that who like in the barn?
yeah,
Yeah, and he kind of helped him like I don't know like remake his suit or something like that, or like give him like a junky version of the Iron Man suit, right?
I
Something like
guess
that.
something like that. But it's like,
Yeah.
and then on top of that, I don't know if you've seen WandaVision.
No, is it good? Is it worth watching?
It's worth watching. Actually, episode 6 had came out today. I saw it. It's really good. But I also want to, okay, and they have okay. So here's this one thing. They brought back a supporting character from the Thor movies, and she only appeared in two Thor movies, and after that, that's it. That was the last appearance. Apparently, she randomly comes back to the Marvel universe in WandaVision. I'm not saying she's bad. I'm just saying that it's like reading books or like watching a TV show. You're not gonna understand it until you watch everything from like the first movie or like the first episode. And then second thing, I like ever since Disney acquired Fox, right? Fox Studios. And the reason I bring it up was because Fox at this point owned two major Marvel properties, Fantastic Four and X-Men.
Mhm.
And just recently, Ryan Reynolds had announced, Deadpool 3 will be part of the MCU, but it's going to be confusing because, the
Or the X Men
the
universe.
Disney the Deadpool's are part of the X-Men franchise, but it's disconnected to the Marvel universe that Disney has been building, but somehow it's connected. And what's even weird is they brought back Quicksilver. And here's the thing: I'm not saying they NYC bring back Quicksilver. I'm not saying that the one that you saw in Avengers 2 he came back alive. I'm saying that weirdly enough, they brought Quicksilver from the X-Men franchise and put him into the WandaVision show, even though there's already a Quicksilver. So, okay, let me explain this better. There's two actors who played Quicksilver. One of them was Aaron Taylor Johnson. He played the MCU version of Quicksilver.
He's on One Division, right?
Yeah. Here's the thing. He at the time when they started out using Quicksilver in the MCU, they were not allowed to use the word mutant or anything because at that time Fox owned the rights to mutants, right?
Mhm.
So all they had to do was call them genetically enhanced superhumans.
Yeah, yeah. Same definition.
And then and at the same time Aaron Taylor Johnson was Quicksilver, they had introduced what's his name? The guy who played Quicksilver in the X-Men movies.
I don't know his name. You're looking at the wrong person.
Let me search it up. But
But I can see how they're gonna tie it up together because like the older like the 1950s 1960s comic books. Once upon a time, Fantastic Four, the leader of it was Spider-Man.
yeah, okay, so the guy who plays Quicksilver in the X-Men movies was Evan Peters, right? He portrays the Quicksilver, but here's the thing: the difference. Well, the way that they used Quicksilver was in the X-Men series was they used him in like the 80s, the 70s, and the
Yeah.
90s, while the ones in the Quicksilver and the Marvel universe was like the present time version of Quicksilver, like the 2015-16 version. Here's the thing. If you've seen episode 5, spoiler alert for episode 5 and 6. So in episode 5, Wanda apparently sees Evan Peters' Quicksilver. And here's the thing, in the comics, Wanda and Quicksilver are brothers. And it was shown that Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver was the sibling of
Isn't their
Scarlet Witch in
mom?
that movie.
Isn't their mom? Didn't she wear like some purple like dress cape
Yeah, I
thingy?
read. She had like the red things,
Yeah.
power type. And then and in the comics, so they're both siblings, right? And in the comics, the father's Magneto. But of course,
Yeah.
weirdly enough, they okay, so they couldn't use Magneto in the MCU because it was X-Men, and of course, but so they used the plot line of Quicksilver and Magneto
Hmm.
in that universe, while they used the plot lines of siblings of Wanda and Quicksilver in another universe. But in WandaVision, Evan Peters' Quicksilver is from a different universe, but has doesn't have the memory of the Quicksilver in the X-Men series, but the Quicksilver of the MCU series. And I'm like, dude, it's so confusing. And we have to explain to people who are not into comic book nerds, like fans, that this whole thing's going on. This is confusing. You won't understand. It's really confusing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a whole thing to explain. And for me, who's a comic book fan and nerd, I still don't understand.
I think yeah. I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna tie up X Men and tie up Fantastic Four all in one universe because I don't know if you heard me earlier saying that, but
I
Spider-Man, he one time he was the leader of Fantastic Four. Like one time, like Mr. Elastic like left the team. This was like in some like 1970s comic, 1960s. Spider-Man becomes a leader, and then also Wolverine joins the Fantastic Four, and then they become like a bigger number than four people. And so I can see how they're gonna bridge everybody all together. They
there's
probably just need to recast some people.
I would prefer if they reboot the whole entire franchise because I feel like Endgame was the ending. And I would prefer them to since now Disney had acquired the X-Men, right? And
Mhm.
Fantastic Four, reboot the whole entire franchise. And the reason I say this is because then you can properly have almost all the Marvel characters integrated. Because remember, they started this universe at the time when Fox had Daredevil and X-Men and Fantastic Four, and Sony was still making their own Spider-Man movies while Universal was still making their own Hulk movies.
So does Netflix own the rights to Daredevil now, or who owns the rights to Daredevil?
So with the Daredevil situation now, like apparently in 2011, Disney had bought the rights to Daredevil from Fox, and of course, apparently, from what it looks like, it's part of the MCU, but it has nothing to do with the MCU. Weirdly enough, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
But
it's
isn't
part
that
of the
like
universe, but somehow not. And that's the thing. Like, I would prefer if they reset the whole entire universe and properly just integrate all these characters into one universe instead of just randomly adding it as they go on and on because it will get confusing for the comic book fans and for the normal average viewers because the story in itself is like confusing and then the whole backstory of like the whole history behind like them writing the story it's even more confusing.
I think what they should do like a next gen type of thing because like Marvel has so many superheroes that that we don't know about. It's just you see to go on their like website and like search them up. And I feel
Yeah.
like they should do like a next gen type of thing where like, oh, hey Thor, I can also do electricity. Teach me how to do this so I can beat this up in the end of the movie. And
Honestly,
then like
that's a good
you can have
idea.
cameos from the old MCU. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Or what they could do is restart the whole entire universe. But what they can do is like have a movie where they do a multiverse situation where they go into the original original universe, which is the original films before, like the original films before MCU had ended, so that
Tobey
at least
Maguire.
because then at least it will make more sense as compared to like, hey, let's bring back the same actor, even though we had another actor that played the same character in a movie before, even though this same actor was the same character but in a different universe. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's going to get confusing.
Or what they should do is that they should have like a thing where like Tony Stark like wakes up and all this was a dream. All the MCU was a dream, and then he creates Iron Man.
Dude, that would be good. Like,
He foresees his own death. He doesn't become Iron Man. He becomes like Hulk or something.
yeah.
Mix them all up, and have Thor become the Raccoon. Have Groot become Wonder Woman for some reason, even though wrong universe. It'll be crazy.
Speaking of the universe, the whole DC universe is also screwed up. Like, we're gonna see Ben Affleck's Batman again in the Snyder Cut, but at the same time, Michael Keaton's coming back as Batman for the Flashpoint movie, which is about Flash, the same Flash from the Justice League movies. He's going to be going to different universes. He's going to see Michael Keaton as Batman, and then on top of that, we're getting what's his name, Robert Pattinson as Batman. Like it's
But this isn't the same Flash from the shows, right?
no. But weirdly enough, the movie Flash met with the TV show Flash. There was an episode where they did crossovers.
Uh,
Yeah, and it's weird. Like it's fun to see them crossover and be all fan, but I would suggest first fix your universe, make it cohesive, and get movie with good stories, and do the whole multiverse thing way later. Because like if you're going to do the whole thing right now, then like essentially like you're not going to have a good story then.
Make them like wait 10 years from now to we forget everything and have them start all over.
I'd rather them just start all over, have good stories, and then crossover later, like down the road, like
Honestly,
because at
oh,
least then you will get like good character development, and then later you see the adventures and the crossovers that will happen. Like,
okay, okay, okay. Or what they do is they bring DC Universe and the Marvel Universe. They have them fight. Call that like Game On,
yeah,
and then but they all die. We wait like 3 years later, like a snippet of like a Batman movie and a snippet of like a Iron Man movie shows up. Another year
yeah,
later, another two more snippets, and the next year, like we get word of like a director and then an actor. And then next year, we just get a bunch of movies out of nowhere. So we're starting the whole universes, and it's gonna work.
hey, have you noticed? So in the 80s, it was action movies. 90s and early 2000s were sci-fi films, and the late 2000s till like 2010s, it was superhero films.
To the 20s.
I wonder what will happen 2020 later down in 2020 and 2030. Like what genre of movie will become big and popular? Because like in the
It's gonna be
50s, you had the
silent
West
films.
Indies.
Silent films. Take it from me.
Silent films.
What's his name? Uh, what's that guy's name? Charlie Chaplin? Or what's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just gonna come back from the dead if he's dead or not. He's just gonna come back, make all these movies because they're some of them are actually kind of funny. Like I'm pretty sure for his time they were hilarious. Some of them were kind of funny.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched any of his movies?
I did two of his movies, but I did see a movie like movie about him. There was a movie I forgot the name, but I think it's called Chaplin. And that movie, Robert Downey Jr. plays Charlie Chaplin, and it's like kind of like his backstory of him and what he went through and shit. Like
Language,
that movie was good. Like
language, language, language. I just want to say Magneto has so many kids. He has like 8 kids. I searched it up. He has 8 kids.
yeah.
That's what Google says. This
But
man
of
needs
course, we
kids.
saw his kids in the films. You know, we got to see like a two. We got to see his kids in the X-Men series and in the MCU. Of course, you know, Wanda and Quicksilver are one of the kids we saw in the movies.
He also has Polaris, Nina, whatever her name is, Anya, Magnus, Charles, and Plague. Charles is a dangerous man. Charles
Bruh.
Lynchner. He's a dangerous kid. Oh, I actually he's kind of dangerous, I think. He's a kid with like a laser gun. Oh, I don't know what that is. But he's a dangerous dude.
Bro.
Oh. I found something that we can do actually. You ready?
Yo, what's up?
So I just found this out of nowhere. I'm gonna share my screen. I don't have the chat.
Okay, go
And
for it.
it is wait, there it is. Choose some Valentine's Day candy that will actually predict your age and your relationship status. So, yeah, you have to let me share the screen. You're the host.
Okay, let me see.
I thought because we're both single men, you know,
I
if we
think
do
I
this
allow you.
together, I think I love you too.
Okay, I think you should be able to access the screen.
Share
Just share
screen.
your screen.
Yeah, that's the right one. Share. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. Since we're both single dudes, I think we should do this one. That's what it's gonna do. It's gonna guess our age and our relationship status. So, which chocolate candy appeals to you the most? Okay, look. Here's the thing. M&Ms are basic. They taste the same. Oh no, 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 no. Hershey Kisses are good, but they taste the same. These are hit or miss. You gotta read the label. These taste like chocolate, but I'm gonna go with the box. What are you thinking? I need your format.
Hershey's.
Hershey's. Okay. Since we both disagree, we gotta do rock paper scissors.
Okay.
Ready? On shoot. Okay.
Okay.
Rock paper scissors shoot. Oh, okay. We both got scissors. Okay. Rock paper scissors shoot. Ah! We're sticking with the heart box. Next, how about non-chocolate candy? Oh, which one you like?
Sour Patch.
Oh, I was going for the same thing. Let's go. Pick a truffle to eat from a box of chocolate. Ooh, I don't eat these, but this one looks good.
Let's choose that one.
Yeah, actually, look here. This one kind of looks good too. No, we're
Yeah,
stuck
but
with
I'll
this one.
choose the first one.
Go on, pick more chocolate. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I'll go for Reese's.
Thank you. Thank you. This is my favorite. I don't care if a Reese's, whatever you call it,
I
these are
love
the
it.
best. These are the best chocolates out there. Buy me 50 of them and I'm yours. Finally choose a Valentine's Day sweet. Ooh. Ooh,
The
I'm putting
strawberry.
strawberries.
Strawberry chocolate,
Yeah, they're just classy.
bro.
Okay, what's this? Okay, what? Valentine's Day quiz streak. I don't care. Wait, what? Oh, do we have to do this too? Oh, okay, there it is. You got your 37 and taken. Yikes. We are 37 and taken. Okay, okay. Married to the game. Ah ha ha.
Bruh.
Bunch of years late, but it doesn't matter. I don't know. I feel old, and I feel more single than ever. But it's okay. Ah ha ha. How are you feeling about this? Do you feel like this was an accurate description of you?
Maybe.
Okay, so I want to see if we changed it to Hershey Kisses. Was okay. Well, let's do this. So we said if you said Hershey Kisses, I said that one, and then we both said
Yeah,
this
let's
one.
do that.
We both
That
said that.
one.
We both said this.
We said Reese's, and then we said the strawberry.
Okay, 31. Okay, if you won the rock paper scissors tournament, we would have been down 6 years, but we've still been taken.
Dude.
How do you feel about that? I'm 37. You're 31. How do you feel about that?
Bro, but at least I'm younger than you.
True, true, true. But we're both taken, even though we both know that's a lie. I need to stop that ad. I don't know why.
Bro.
Do you want to do another quiz or?
Let's do one more and then we'll end the podcast.
Okay, so let's go to quizzes.
Yeah.
So that's a lie. Okay, create a perfect. No, never mind. Huh. Romantic Valentine's dinner. Okay, you want to do this one? Make a romantic Valentine's dinner to discover your
Let's try
celebrity
it.
soulmate. Okay, remember Valentine's Day is getting close, guys, and I want to be alone studying. Let's go. Choose your cocktail to serve. Okay, I don't know what these are, but
Let's do
Moscow
margaritas.
mules, margaritas. Okay. I'm not gonna pronounce that one. And gin and tonics. Or martinis or nothing for now. We're putting
Nothing for
nothing
now.
for now. Serve something to snack on. Okay. Oh, so we got 6 here. So that kind of messes up my screen.
I want to do olives.
As a snack.
I love olives as a snack.
As a snack. I love olives too, but like as a snack, these kind of like peanut M&Ms though. I don't trust those.
What about popcorns?
Popcorn. Okay, thank you. Deviled eggs as a snack. That's breakfast.
Dude, that's breakfast.
Okay, so what wine are you pouring? None wine for us. Pick a first course. I'm not pronouncing that. Arugula salad. Not.
Let's choose the last one.
Is that first course? Slowly ordering pizza. That actually kind of sounds accurate. I'm not gonna lie. What's your main course? Go. There's some good choices out here. Oh, that's homemade. Never mind. I don't want no homemade sushi.
Let's do mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. The main course? You're a freak. Okay. So surf and turf. I don't know what that means, but I'll finally pick something for dessert. Okay, so we got. I don't know.
I don't know. What you choose that?
That looks like something you would see on like on a person who smokes. That's their lungs.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Like I feel like what was those movies called? Those horror movies called where it's like 30 days left and they're like zombie movies, or it was like 60 days left and they're like a series.
Oh yeah.
On those like beginning scenes, they're like beginning cut scenes. They're just like there's just like like a toxin symbol, like some like blood splurting everywhere, or like a vaccine getting to somebody and it's like spreading out and they turn into a zombie. This looks like somebody dying. This is what it looks like. It would be one of those cutscenes.
Bro.
But I'm gonna say a pint of ice cream.
Okay, we gotta go with the Ben Jerry's.
No, we're going with whoa. Let's change it to. Oh, I can't change it. Dang it. So make a romantic Valentine dinner to discover your celebrity soulmate. You got Timothy. Sure, I'm not gonna pronounce his last name. So what if he's only 23 years old? Is sexy and you know it. Plus, he's already been given an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. So you know he's going places. I'm not a gold digger. I want it for the love, for the passion, for the emotion. I'm gonna get this again. I don't want them to think I'm a gold digger. So we said the same thing. Nothing for now.
Yeah.
We're gonna have olives this time. No wine for us. Uh, huh. No, what we're actually gonna pick. These kind of look good.
Yeah, let's do that.
What are we eating? I want to say surf and turf. Why not? What
Why
if it's
not?
crazy like that? It's like
Yeah.
we're going takeout Chinese. That actually looks like good takeout Chinese.
Yeah, I
No,
look.
but we're going surf and turf.
Let's do it.
Next, we're gonna actually go with the pint of ice cream. Ooh,
In
John David
Washington, bro.
Washington. What is he off of? I don't know what he's off of. Do you know him?
Yeah, he was in the movie Tenet, and then he was also in the movie called
Oh, he's from Tenet. Okay.
yeah.
I
He's
didn't
well known
watch it.
from Tenet apparently.
It's
But
not every
his
day.
father's what's his father's name? Let me search it up. I forgot his father's name.
I'm gonna read the description. It's not every day that you stumble across a guy who can play Major League Football, act, and look this good. So you're totally justified in
His
fond of
dad
John
is
David Washington.
Denzel Washington.
What?
Yeah, I was like, what's his
I feel like a
father's name?
fraud.
His father's Denzel Washington.
Wow. Denzel Washington. Denzel. What?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
dude.
That's crazy. Denzel is king. That's
And like
crazy.
he was in another movie with the Kylo Ren dude. I think it was called the Black KKK or some shit like that. Like
Oh wait, what's his name again? John David.
yeah, the
John.
first one.
Oh, okay. What's actually right? John David Washington movies. There it is. Oh yeah, Black. Black Klansman,
Yeah.
Tenet. Oh, okay, Malcolm X. Oh, was he? Was he
But he
Malcolm
was a
X?
little boy in that movie.
Oh, okay, I was about to say yeah. Monsters and Men. Okay. Devil's Blue Dress. Oh wait, how old is he now?
Well, I mean, he's now like a actor, but before he was like a football player.
36. So he's 36. Yeah, because the thing right here, yeah, he's playing the MLS.
Yeah.
Now I want to see. Was he good though? Was he? Good? I'm saying Major League Football. Unless they. Okay. This is kind of stupid because wait, not unless it's Major League Soccer. I'm dumb. They should have wrote NFL, not Major League Football.
Yeah.
Okay, his brief. Oh, he had a small career. Seems like.
Yeah.
Let's watch some highlights real quick. Oh, we're not sponsored. Don't look. What's that?
Hey, Safe Harbor, if you want to, you can sponsor me.
We're not sponsored. No right Peacock. I don't care about you. Oh, he's not gonna show. Okay, but that looks like it's not gonna show. Hold on. I don't care about that. If we're not gonna see highlights, but that's our football player slash actor slash husband slash ticket to see Denzel Washington right there. That's all I care about. I don't care about him. I care about his dad. Yeah. We're gonna stop sharing. Is that, is
Okay,
that, is
we're
that gonna be
just
the
gonna
end?
end it from here.
Before we end, I just want to say congratulations to Antonio Brown. I have his jersey in the back. He got a Super Bowl.
Hey.
He got one touchdown. He's kind of trash. He's not trash. He's just a trash person. But hey, he got a job though. So also we want to say thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for listening. Just thank y'all.
Just subscribe, share, and give this a thumbs up. Literally, just give this a thumbs up. That's
Just
it.
like us, honestly.
Honestly, if this grows, we're going to have a better setup.
Being nice is free, guys. That's what I mean.
Yeah, if you're nice, then we get shit done
And
and
be
in a
nice
quality
for
way.
those likes. Yeah. Be nice for those likes. Likes have no gender.
Yeah.
Subscribing, no gender. We don't judge here. We don't judge. We don't judge.
Dude. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, give this video a thumbs up,
We don't judge.
and share this with everyone else, including your family and whatnot. So, yeah,
And David, I apologize, but say hi to your dad.
of course. Peace out.